traveled east, over the mountains and into the vast deserts of broken lands. As the days passed, my companion told me of himself, that he had once been a great warrior, and that a dark and secret burden now weighed heavily upon him. We traveled for an eternity across that arid wasteland. How long? I couldn't say. And always, a dark cloud seemed to follow us just over the horizon. Finally, the journey ended. We climbed the last bridge. There below us lay our destination. The shining jewel, Loot Lane, with a great sea beyond. We made camp that last night. Perhaps it was the warm desert wind or the sound of the ocean, but for the first time in many weeks, I slept. However, the dreams returned, but these were clearly not my own. I beheld a vision of a great man, the mage Talrasha. You were there too, Tyrael. I remember seeing you in my dream. His brethren had cornered a great demon, Baal, Lord of Destruction, who had been set loose upon the world. They attempted to imprison the demon within a sacred stone. Yet when their attempts failed, Talrasha selflessly volunteered to contain the demon within himself, completing the prison. He instructed his brethren to bind him within the tomb, buried under the sand, there to wrestle with the demon for all eternity.
Now you know what I seek, Marius. This is my brother. Sleep now. We set out with the dawn.
The next morning, we walked over the hill toward Loot Lane. I had no idea then of the horrors that were in store for me there.
Good day.
Okay, now on to Act 2.
Greetings, honored traveler. I am Jaren, Lord of Loot Lane, and I bid you welcome to my fair port city. I'm glad to know that once again, caravans are free to travel through the Western Pass. For some time now, we have been under siege by an evil power that I cannot identify. Strange, it all began when a dark wanderer came this way, looking for the tomb of Talrasha. No one knows exactly where Talrasha, keeper of Baal, is entombed, but it is certain to be far out in the desert. Now my people whisper tales of the dead rising from their tombs, and horrible creatures lurking amongst the moonlit dunes. Even I have witnessed things which I cannot explain. I've ordered the port closed and all trade ships moored until I am sure that my city is safe. Atma, the tavern keeper, has an important mission for you. Go see her immediately. You'll find her on the other side of town. Now I must return to the palace. I apologize, but I can't invite you in. Things are rather a mess right now. For trade in magic and the like, see Drognin or Lysander. Drognin is the wisest man I know, without equal in magic and ancient lore. Poor Lysander is nearly deaf, but he's a reliable potion chemist. For travel back west, see Wariv, whom you already know. Our own Farah is a fine and honest armorer, and she can heal wounds as well. Elzix is the innkeeper, and may also have some items to trade. Grays, the mercenary captain I hired to secure the gates of Loot Lane, keeps order in town as well. There are others here too. I'm sure you'll meet most of them. Just look around.
Now that Andariel is dead, I can return and outfit the rogues properly. Once I've made some trades here, I'll be free to head back to their monastery. Let me know if you want to travel along.
There are a lot of people in Luca Lane here.
I don't expect this of you, but if you want to help me, I would be grateful. In the sewers below our city, there lurks a horrid creature that hungers for human flesh. The creature has killed many, including my son and my husband. If you destroy it, I will reward you. Please, be careful though. That beast has taken enough from us already. The sewer entrance is through the trapdoor, just up the street. The creature makes its lair in the tunnels beneath the city. He butchered my husband and son. I simply cannot bear to talk about it.
I don't know why you people keep pestering me. Grays seems to have this place locked down nice and tight. Not that I couldn't have done the same. I've proven my valor in combat plenty of times.
Welcome, young sorceress, to Lutko Lane. I hope your skills are a match for the horrors that lie beyond the city's walls. A mage of your limited experience may find the evil too great to withstand alone. My name is Drognan, and I know what you're up against, my friend. You ought to look over my inventory of items for trade. Farah and I have been talking about the creature recently. From my studies, I have deduced that it is Radament the Fallen, an ancient Horadric mummy that has for some reason left his tomb to prey on mortals. I'm doing some more research now. If you check back later, I may have some more insight as to his nature.
Okay, I'm gonna look at what staves he has. Shiver armor and blaze. Teleport and lightning. And I forgot to talk to Geglesh about Radament.
Huh? Hey, don't touch my drink, or I'll bore a hole into your skull with my thumb.
That will definitely help me in the fight. Thanks for the advice.
I bet you wonder how this town manages to stay safe with all the trouble going on out in the desert. Well, I can tell you that it's got nothing to do with the local town guards. They're all in the palace for some reason. Jaren hired me and my mercenaries to help keep the peace around here. We're not cheap, but we're the best this wasteland has to offer.
You look like a sturdy adventurer. You know, I used to be quite the scoundrel in my day. I led the fiercest group of bandits who ever terrorized these sands. Nowadays, I run this here inn and pretty much stay out of trouble. My days of adventuring are behind me. I hear that the creature kills his victims in order to hack off their limbs. I guess that makes me a less likely candidate, eh?
Good day. I've personally found some of that devil's victims washed up out of the sewer. Often they are missing limbs or a head, and their bodies have always been skinned. At first, the creature raided the town at night. That's how Atma lost her family. Now we've got him barricaded in the sewers. You're safe up here on the surface, but every now and again some fool wants to be a hero and heads down to the waste tunnels with a pig sticker.
You may not pass.
You may not pass. Okay, Warreeve, what do you have to say
Hey,
about Radament?
I've heard tales of walking corpses out in the desert at night, though I've never actually seen one.
How do I know I can trust you, hmm? You may be as shifty as that pack rat Elzix who runs the inn. But if you need a potion, though, I suppose I can make you one. For a price, of course. I hear that beast is after body parts. Does he eat them? Ooh, ghastly.
Okay, now I want a couple of these. I don't need that. See, I'm going to want a few of those. Yeah, so let me do that.
I know much about the ancient religions. I was trained as a paladin of Zakarum in the Eastern Koras Temple many years ago. I believe that the creature you refer to is one of the ancient Horadric mummies from the tombs that lie buried beneath the desert sands. It is unusual for one of his kind to be so far away from his resting place. I sense in this entity a restless and malevolent spirit.
Good evening. The Horadrim used to mummify their highest mages and infuse them with spells that would allow them to protect their tombs, even after death. I have no idea why one of them would be acting so malevolently. Perhaps Drognan or Farah would know more about this.
Okay, and there's one more person to talk to.
Greetings. I'm Mashif, captain of this ship here. I make port runs around the Twin Seas and occasionally out to Kingsport in Westmarch. I haven't sailed anywhere lately, though. Jaren has ordered me to stay docked here in case of emergency. There are two entrances to the sewers, I believe. One of them is right near here, down by the water beneath the docks. I can see it from my ship, and you can bet I keep an eye on it every night.
Okay, and now into the sewers. I already have that. Oh. This seems to be going a while. This probably is not the right way.
Not enough mana.
There's Luke going. I should have just used the scroll. It would have put me down here.
I am overburdened. What a misguided monster.
That's why I wanted one of those. Or a couple of those. Get the big dot on you. It's pretty hard to survive through. Okay, I'm gonna read that now, but I won't be using it yet. That's my teleport. 1. Yeah, I can.
They say that the taste of vengeance is bittersweet, but I find it to my liking. In addition to my undying gratitude, I have spoken on your behalf with the rest of the townspeople. The merchants have agreed to show their gratitude by offering their wares and services at lower rates. Oh, Jaren wants to see you too. You'll find him in front of the palace.
Good evening. Oh, Radament the Fallen, is it? I've fallen off many a bar stool. No one calls me Geglash the Fallen. I might go so far as to say, Geglash, you've fallen.
Not in town.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, let's see what you have to say about that.
It would seem that Radament was bent on the task of reviving his own mummified corpse with the flesh of the living. This is very unusual indeed. It takes an incredible magic power to alter the singular purpose of an undead mind. Perhaps there is a power at work here, which is beyond my ken.
And then let's look at your saves. There's a +3 on that. It's not a skill I care about, but
need some help? You've killed Radament, eh? That's quite a nice piece of work. If you ever need a job as a mercenary, I'd be happy to sign you up.
What you need? We ran into one of those old tomb guardians when I ran with my bandits. I know they aren't easy foes to face, so you sure have my respect. Have you told Atma yet?
Okay, I don't have anything to identify. I don't have anything to sell anyway, so wouldn't matter.
It is an honor to serve you. As you have helped Atma and all of us, so shall I help you.
Ah, the lost Horadric scroll. What a fortunate turn of events. As the last living Horadrim, I alone have knowledge of its meaning. Now, to read the Horadric runes it bears. The Horadric mages, after binding Bale within Tal Rasha, magically sealed off his burial chamber from the mortal realm. Those same mages also crafted fearsome Horadric staves, and imbued them with the special power to open the chamber's hidden door. After nearly losing one to the thievery of a rogue sorcerer, they divided all the Horadric staves into two parts, wooden shaft and metal headpiece, hiding them separately to safeguard them. The Horadrim foresaw our current plight and designed the hiding places to reveal themselves to worthy heroes like you. Collect both parts of a Horadric Staff and unite them using a Horadric Cube. Then you may enter Tal Rasha's burial chamber.
Good day. Good job, mate. At night out on my ship, I was often awakened by that fiend's awful moaning. I'll bet I rest easier now.
Oh, did I talk to Kane about Radament? I can't even remember now.
Stay a while and listen. If you haven't already, tell Atma that Radament is dead. It may help to ease the weight of her mourning.
What about more? Well, I'll buy more on the way through.
Atma's been telling everyone what you've done for her.
Okay, Jaren wanted to talk to me.
I have heard of your many deeds of skill and bravery. I feel I can trust you with something I have been hesitant to speak of. Drognin and I have concluded that the Dark Wanderer who passed through here recently was Diablo himself. Drognin believes that Diablo is searching the desert for the secret tomb where the great Horadric mage Tal Rasha keeps Bale imprisoned. You must find Diablo and put an end to the terrible evil that has fallen upon our city. Drognin is wise and is sure to have some helpful advice for you as to how Tal Rasha's tomb may be found. It may take you quite some time to find the tomb. May you be ready when you do.
Okay. I don't think anybody has anything to say after that except for Drognin. Oh no, they do. Okay.
When Tal Rasha chose to embody the spirit of Bale, he knew his doom was to wrestle eternally against the will of the greater evil. Look around you and ask yourself, has the battle been won or lost?
So let's go talk to whoever, even see if he has anything to say about it.
Be very careful, my friend. I think I've seen enough recently not to doubt that these tombs exist. And if they do, they are most certainly guarded by terrible creatures.
I'm sorry, I can't help you much here. Now, if the tombs were across the ocean, then I'd be the guy to talk to.
Oh, I'd go with you to those tombs, but, I don't like all that living dead stuff.
I've heard legends of the tomb of Tal Rasha, but I thought they were just old tales meant to scare young children.
Diablo nears his goal. We have little time to lose. Remember, my friend, that Andariel gave herself willingly to Diablo's cause. It would be prudent to assume that the other evils will attempt to aid their master as well.
Legend has it that Tal Rasha lies imprisoned within his tomb, forever struggling to keep the Lord of Destruction bound. His was a selfless act, although perhaps foolhardy.
You know what? Jaren might have had more to say on it.
You may not.
Apparently not. Oh, I just can't click him because of that. I click him from back here.
It is well known that there are 7 great Horadric tombs hidden beneath the sands in the furthest reaches of the desert. One of them surely must be Tal Rasha's prison. You must explore each of the tombs to find Tal Rasha's exact location. Of course, Diablo is searching for the tomb as well. No one can guess as to what terrors he has unleashed in his search.
We ran into one of those old tomb guardians when I ran with my bandits. I know they aren't.
You did that. I meant that.
So, you're going to search for the 7 tombs, huh? Don't you know that they're just desert legends, passed between merchants and travelers? No one really believes that they exist.
You've killed Radament, eh? That's quite a
Oh,
nice
I did it again.
If you're going into the deep desert, why not hire a few of my men to watch your back?
Pretty sure you won't let me hire a few. Just the one. And he will just be dead.
Tal Rasha's tomb is hidden deep in the desert among 6 others. Tal Rasha's symbol marks the true tomb. If you want to know what that symbol is, you should be able to find it within the legendary Arcane Sanctuary.
Okay, I was gonna get potions, but then I remembered I'm close to 17, so I'm gonna bring my stealth with me. Then head into the waste.
I can't carry anymore.
And that's why I carry a gem with me. actually think I had a better gem. But I didn't think it. At least it's not just a chip gem that I got. Oh, I'm full on identity scrolls. Going to need to get rid of things because I'm definitely going to want to carry more mana pots than that. Oh wait, no, I want that one. 3 skills on that. None of them are that high. It's level 6 skills, but
Overburdened.
that might be one that's 3. In the dry hills.
I can't carry anymore.
Okay. Look, is there only one here? Normally, I would just continue on, go into the far oasis there. But I want to do it in order. Minor mana won't do much for me, but it's better than nothing. Okay. Roll that out. No skills. Guess I'll pick it back up. Those guys were super annoying. The little jumpy dudes.
Impossible.
Okay, so... Oh. Oh, because of Radament quest. Yeah. So, Fireball. And Stealth.
Impossible. Not enough mana.
That was full, right? Yes. Whatever, I'm gonna go all the way around.
You have quite a treasure there in that Horadric cube. According to Horadric lore, the cube can restore a Horadric Staff. To do it, use the cube as you would a scroll. When the cube opens, place both pieces of the staff into it and use the cube's transmute power. You'll be pleased to know that the cube has other alchemical uses as well. 6 gems plus 1 sword transmute into a socketed longsword. You may also transmute 2 quivers of crossbow bolts into 1 quiver of arrows, while 2 quivers of arrows yield 1 quiver of bolts. I must leave it to you to discover other formulae.
And I don't think that I'm not really progressed to anything.
How may I help you?
What do I have? All resistance is 6. Nice. Yeah, like I said, it wasn't going to be worth that much, but a couple thousand. And I didn't even look at that, but that doesn't take up that much room, so whatever. Let's move these things. That could put the cube there. Oh wait, no, I want one. What did this have on it? Just some extra gold. And okay, so let me sell that. And go look at staves.
Allow me to advise you.
Fireball. Only 1, but it has fireball. Definitely grabbing that. Just remaking sure that it said fireball and not firebolt. That would do nothing for me. Still have a couple levels before I can use a leaf rumored staff. Grab that. Okay, now we can. I don't believe I got the waypoint. Nope. So we're gonna have to run back. And now I am in the fire oasis. Okay. That does go on, right? Yeah. I now know where the Lost City is. Definitely would not mind finding the because I touched my foot into the Lost City. It's now dark. Let me drink one of those. And it's all. Oh wait, no, I have those. I put that on the ground. The mana potion. I didn't even mean to. Yeah. I'm not even going to be sad that it was that close to where I was because I did get the waypoint and I know where the Lost City is. This is my least favorite part of the maggot lair. I don't mind it, but the doors is sometimes so awkward to click.
I can't carry anymore.
Greater healing potion.
I am overburdened.
Last level.
can't carry anymore.
And drink that.
I can't carry anymore.
Now I'll have the darkness to talk about.
This permanent darkness is very unsettling. It would make navigation by stars easier for me, though.
Wait, did that list get longer? No.
Yes. This whole place is one big ale fog.
Tell me your troubles. Drogman the wizard will have some idea as to what is happening.
Greeting. I've been researching this lengthy eclipse, and I believe it to be the work of claw vipers. Find their temple beneath the desert sands, and you may find the source of this curse.
Okay. I mean, I have full ones of these, and I only have one thing to eat. Then I will check these again just to see if there's anything better. Not even a 2-socket one.
Greetings. This midday darkness reeks of foul magic. My men and I are trying to keep the peace, but this kind of thing really scares people.
Good day. 2 men arrived late last night bearing a story about evil magic. They said they saw a gathering of giant snake creatures performing some arcane ritual. They sound like the serpent men of the desert.
Greetings. My astrologers failed to predict this eclipse. You should seek Drognan's advice.
Your presence honors me. The sun has grown disgusted with the terrible deeds it must shine upon each day. Damnation is upon us all.
Okay, I should just have the people in the middle.
Welcome to my shop. Claw vipers. This outer darkness mirrors the inner blackness of their souls. It is they who have eclipsed the sun, I'll wager. They are a venomous band.
Greetings. This unnatural nightfall is no doubt caused by evil sorcery. Drognan might know what we are dealing with.
Have that in there. I'm gonna put these in here. I'm not gonna replace that stamina pot. Oh, I guess that means I can keep 6 in bags.
The Staff of Kings! You astound me, my friend. You have discovered the shaft portion of a Horadric Staff. I trust you know how to use a Horadric Cube to unite the shaft with its headpiece. Drognan may have some advice on this matter. I think I'll speak with him myself.
And mana pots. Okay, now I already have this. Now I just have to get all the way back up to the top. Get to the Lost City. What are you doing? Oh, that's just... Oh, there's a small cliff there. I was looking at the map. Didn't look like there was anything there. Waypoint to that was very close. Need you guys, so I guess that means you can live. Unless there's something else to fight.
I am overburdened. Impossible.
So I'll grab one of those. Hope that was a dead end. I figured it was. But I also didn't want it to be the way that I passed and then have to figure out where I missed. Here we go. Oh yeah, level 18. Let me put one of those on, and then teleport, and fireball, and some vitality. So now to bind teleport. they don't know how to use stairs. So as long as they're not up here, or there's not a bunch of the skeleton dudes, because they can hurt a lot. This is a great place to just stand. I'm still here hissing though.
Who would have thought that such primitive beings could cause so much trouble?
I want those gems. Then that amulet is, well, I do have 6 to all res. This is 25 poison res. I'm pretty much done with that, so I think a lot of times I will wear this until I need it. Let's see. Do you have anything to say to me?
Did you plunder any booty?
The Viper amulet you bear is actually the headpiece of a Horadric Staff. Yes, you have an uncanny knack for finding rare and valuable artifacts. Of course, you'll have to use a Horadric cube to combine the headpiece with the shaft.
How may I help you? Drogman seems to have taken you into his confidence. This is good, for you will benefit from his wisdom.
Okay, some gems and that rune. I guess I can put that down. I don't think I really need stamina potions anymore, but I'm going to grab one just in case. I mean, the ones I had to use was probably the last time in a long while where I'll be able to travel in that long without having something else. Plus I have teleport now.
So this is daylight. It's overrated.
By the way, don't talk to Alma when you're inside if she's in the doorway, because then she won't
There's no
move.
trouble a mug can't cure. You have done well to restore light to our world.
I've been researching the old records, trying to find the location of Tal Rasha's tomb. Though I haven't found the tomb itself, I may have a good lead for you. The great Viserai summoner, Horazon, built his arcane sanctuary somewhere around here. He was a powerful spellcaster and kept demons as slaves within the sanctuary. He kept a close eye on great events too, such as the imprisonment of Baal within Tal Rasha's tomb. If you could find Horazon's sanctuary, I'm sure that it would hold some clue as to the tomb's location. Though I doubt Horazon is still alive, you must proceed with caution. There's no telling what could be waiting inside. When I spoke of this with Lord Jaren, he asked that I send you to him. Perhaps he knows of a secret entrance or the like. You did well in destroying the Claw Vipers. We are all glad to see the sun return to its former glory. I've been researching the old record.
That's the exact same thing. And I guess I will check you again. Just in case.
Need some help.
Really not worth super farming for better staff because you don't use it for that long. Okay, let's see.
I'm glad that's over with.
Me too.
Welcome to the desert rain. It takes but one eye to revel in the beauty of our restored sun.
Well, that's good, because that's all you have.
Good day. When the troubles began here, I allowed the terrified harem guilds to join me within the safety of the palace. All was fine until one night. Screams echoed up the stairwells from the harem. My guards arrived to find the poor girls being slaughtered by a merciless band of hell-spawned demons. My brave guardsmen tried to push the demons back into the mysterious rift from which they came. Ever since, my men have fought a losing battle. Demons have continued to pour through the rift into the palace. Ultimately, I hired Grays and his mercenaries to help protect the rest of my fair city. Drognin believes that the arcane sanctuary lies buried underneath this palace, since Lut-Gholein occupies the site of an ancient Viserai fortress. My palace is open to you now. Take care. The sun again shines on Lut-Gholein. I'm beginning to like you, traveler. When the troubles began here,
Same thing. A little weird. Drognin told me that Jern wanted to talk to me, and that he might know where the entrance to Arcane Sanctuary is. But Jaren says that he got the idea that it might be there from Drognin.
Good day. With renewed daylight, one may gather the wits that were scattered about like restrictive undergarments in the darkness. A careful caravan gives wide berth to sleeping bandits. If Horazon is gone, let him remain so.
I can't remember if I talked to the people in the middle about the Tainted Sun. I think I did. I'm almost positive I did, because I talked to Cain first.
Horazon found it necessary to lock himself up for all time, just to protect himself from those angry demons. Such is the fate of one who practices the summoning art. That or eternal damnation. There's old summoners and bold summoners, but no old, bold summoners.
The ancient mage Horazon. He believed that he could bend evil forces to his will. What he didn't know was that evil uses man, not the reverse. The Viserai still revere him as a symbol of man's ability to triumph over otherworldly forces. The Church of Light, however, cites him as an example of man's folly.
Good day. I very much doubt that Horazon still lives in his sanctuary. He possessed great power and influence over demons, but even that may not have been enough in the end. One of his notoriety cannot easily remove himself from the vengeful reach of hell.
Good day. The legend of Horazon is an old one, especially around these parts. You wouldn't believe the feats and strange events that are attributed to him.
Look, I'm just about as tough and arrogant as they come. But you never catch me trying to tame a demon for a pet. That's just asking for a lot of trouble.
Arcane Sanctuary? That place sounds awful. Even if you find a way into it, what makes you think you'll be able to leave again?
Not much choice, is there?
Approach and let's trade. Nearly 1,000 years ago, Horazon rose to the fore of the Vigerai mage clan. Horazon used the knowledge of the Vigerai to summon and control demons from hell. Though a powerful summoner, Horazon feared that the lords of hell would punish him for enslaving their brethren. Thus, the summoner created for himself an arcane sanctuary. He believed that his sanctuary would not only protect him from hell's vengeance, but also allow him to continue his studies free from the ravages of time and disease. Horazon had crafted many wondrous scrying devices through which he observed the events of the world outside. It is certain that he took careful study of Tal Rasha's imprisonment and recorded the location of his forgotten tomb. The arcane sanctuary was believed to have been constructed here in Lut Gholein. An entrance may be hidden somewhere in the palace, as that building is very old and was once a Vigerai fortress.
The only thing in Jared's cellar are the harem girls that have been hiding there since the troubles began.
Oops.
An arcane sanctuary under the palace? I'd heard that there were some underground cellar levels that Jaren used as chambers for his treasure and such, but no arcane sanctuary.
And there we go. We've done the outside half, the first half of Act 2. And we will get to the rest in a bit.